This screencast is to provide you with an overview of the Unit 1 Culminating Activity Assignment page. This assignment page can be found in Schoology in the Unit 1 Culminating Activity folder at the very top. So I'm just going to take a few moments and go over this document with you to address any questions you might have. The first section that you come to is the task overview, and in the task overview, this just gives you a brief description of what we're going to be working on. So this project, you will be creating a textbook chapter all about the world of Mice and Men, and more specifically, the time period in which the book takes place and how that time period plays a role in the themes we take away from the story. So you are going to be creating a digital textbook chapter that you're going to break down into sections and use different media to help enhance your writing. So that's the final product. The next section, the purpose and audience, tells us a little bit more about what we need to include in our textbook chapter. So the purpose is to explain the historical context of the book and to learn about the history behind the literature. So our textbook is going to provide some historical context of Mice and Men. So we're going to talk about the 1930s and the things that are happening in the 1930s. We are going to explain a major theme of the book. We're going to explain how the setting plays a role in developing that theme. So how does the book being set in the 1930s impact the way that the theme is developed in the story? And then the last requirement is that we have to discuss the lasting impact of the theme in today's society. So why are people still reading this book almost 100 years later? That's our last piece of it. As we are working on this project, you're going to have to make some authorial choices. So you'll have to think about how are you going to introduce and conclude your chapter? How are you going to organize your ideas? How are you going to break it down into sections and subsections to make it easy for your readers to follow? And then what kinds of stimulus or multimedia are you going to include in your chapter to help your readers understand what you're talking about? So think about pictures and videos and audio and things like that. The next section of this assignment page is focus correction areas. So these are just the different things that we are going to be working on in class as we complete this project. These are our focuses. So we'll focus on format, our development of writing, using paragraphs, and our word choice. In the green section, the process, this breaks down our different days of this assignment. So this is going to take us approximately 5 class periods to complete. And the process just tells you what we're going to be working on each day. Next, you'll have the rubric, and this corresponds directly to those focus correction areas. And then finally, at the bottom of the document is our tentative timeline. So we started this on November 3rd with A-Day, and it will finish with A-Day on November 18th. So about 5 class periods long will take us from November 3rd to November 18th. If you have any questions about this assignment after reviewing the assignment page and this video, please reach out to me with any questions that you have.